Hello everyone, welcome back to Purple Hat Games. Got the hat on. Today we're leading on from the previous video, the game pickups. We are going to be talking about the Keiko Labs Sega Saturn power board. Now my Sega Saturn doesn't work, so what I'll do is I will set you up in front of the Saturn and we can see if we can get this thing fired up and working. Okay, so here is my console. The case is not screwed on. I'm sure that the majority of people who have seen these consoles will know that there's 5 screws underneath the console to remove, and then you can lift the lid up. So I will show you, if you didn't see in the previous video, I will show you what comes in the kit from Keiko. So these are all the plugs for all the different countries. Obviously your power brick. And on the cable you have a round pin connector, which is different from the traditional Sega Saturn connection, of course, because that is different. I don't know if this is a similar size to the 32X, I could be wrong. But we're going to be using this plug, of course, because this is England. The other plug, the other bits are useful for if you're going to maybe travel to other countries. I don't know, and if they've got a similar power supply maybe, so fingers crossed. Inside the package we have here the 3D pieces, the wires and the printed circuit board itself. Much smaller than what is in here. Okay, so this hasn't been powered up for a while. Feel free to watch my previous video to find out the story behind this console. So the lid is off, of course, as you can see. I'm trying to work around the phone here on the tripod, so please bear with me. I have a screw here to remove, which we will need again. I might need a smaller screwdriver. And I think it's only the one screw I need at the moment to actually get this thing up and running. I have done some maintenance to this console, but I didn't film any of it because at the time I didn't realise I was going to be doing this modification. Almost forgot the screws on the back. So yeah, 2 screws on the back, one at the front of the board. I need a different screwdriver. This one is not sharp enough. One moment. I've got my little adapter tool, and it's just the right size to take these out of here. Now, a long time ago when I was taking this thing apart, I foolishly pulled the power button off and it broke the little plastic clip inside. So unfortunately I had to order a new power switch. That came from Japan, but unfortunately when I turned the console on, you could hear clicking from the PCB. So let's lift this off and out the way. So this is a, I don't know if I can get the light on it. Where does it say it? Down in behind here, it says, if I can read it, 5 volts 3 amps. So the new power board, I spoke to the chap on the phone when I was ordering it, and he said to me it needs to be in the 5 volt switch position. Sorry about the light. It's the only thing I could do to light up the area, and it's quite harsh lighting. So I have the printed 3D pieces which go at the back here. So you've got little bolts and nuts, or screws and nuts even. So yeah, we're going to put that together, and let's get this little board. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing, am I? So we've got the power cable, which goes to the back of the console, and this bit goes on the circuit board. So the circuit board sits that way, so you've got your little power switches on this side, because you've got your little screw hole there to screw it down to the little plate. So let's turn it so we can actually fit this thing and screw it down. So it goes that way round. There are a few different revisions. God blimey. There we go. There's a few different revisions of this console where the screw hole isn't in quite the right position. And to be honest with you, I don't think I can see it. I'll try and line it up and I'll come back to you. I've just checked some videos online, and these screw holes don't seem to line up with this unit for some reason, but I mean, I'm not going to be throwing it around, so there's no reason it's going to pop out. So literally I am going to start connecting everything. I think that this power cable, the original power cable here, would have to be moved forward, because otherwise it's going to be interfering with this plastic shield. So let's bring it forward to where the clip is and see if I can get away with that. So I can plug that into, is that right? No, that's, is it that one? It must be. God, it's quite a snug fit, I tell you. Very snug. There we go, that's in. But that's going to have to kind of like... that might be pushing against the top of the casing a little. Or can I bend that back? Bring the shielding back a bit more. Is that going to... I don't know. Maybe I don't need it underneath this plastic. Maybe I don't. Maybe it can just be free. So let's lift this back out a minute. Let's take it back out of the... there. Lift the plastic shielding up. If you can call it shielding. I mean, what really is it? What does it do? Oh yeah, nearly forgot. That's got to be on the 5 volt. Sorry, you can't see because of the shadowing. There. You got 3.3 volt and 5 volt. Mine's 5 volt. It's a later unit. So let's push this back down again. I do apologise about the lighting. It's awful. Okay, so the next one is this main power cable, and that slots in to there. So then what we need to do is put together the 3D printing piece for the back. So let's try and get you your angle correct. Right. I've not done stuff like this for a very long time, and I have a Sega Saturn to modify. No, sorry, a Sega Dreamcast to modify as well. So if you want to see that, stick around, because that will be coming in a later video. Oh, another screw. Oh, not even. Right, so I have seen a few other videos where people have been putting these things together, and I think that one goes in there like so. Well, it's not, it doesn't say which way, it doesn't say which side it, which way round it says. Oop. little nuts are trying to turn in the plastic, but should need to try and hold on to them. Don't need them tight really. So we need to put this power cable through, and then get this little nut on there. It's quite fiddly. It's very, very tiny. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's worth having the wires coming a certain way. I will snug it up after we've tested this. So that's connected. I'm not sure about this one here. Not really sure where that one goes. It could be on a different revision of the board. Well, let's give this a try. Let's turn the power on and see what happens. Okay, so let's get this plugged in. Let's put the power cable in the back. Oh, it fits quite snugly. And we'll plug the power into my EcoFlow. And let's turn that on. Okay, so let's have a look at the television. Get it on the right channel. And see what happens here. Okay, so you can see the Saturn sat there. Keep your fingers crossed, everyone. Nothing. Oh no. It would have helped if I'd plugged in the TV cable, which I didn't do the first time round. So I went and did some checks on the connections, and I had to get a battery for my multimeter. And yeah, I tested a few things, and things beep, but I'm not very good with electronics. So let's try this again. The LED could be blown. We don't know. The screen flickered. It was doing something. AV1 RGB, so it was getting a signal, but it's not working. If I turn up to the top of the screen, turn it off, there we go, AV1, turn it on, AV1 RGB. So it's getting a signal to the output, it's just not starting, so I don't really know why. So unfortunately this is not happening. Can I close that? Will it do anything? No. Sometimes when you push in the laser thing, it responds. It could be that the laser has died, but then if the laser had died, why is the LED not coming on? So yeah, unfortunately, I bought the new PSU, and it doesn't. It's trying to do something, and I've tested a few things, but I haven't got there. I'm back a little while later. I took the motherboard out, and I found something underneath the side of it, and I don't know why, but whatever this is, the solder had come away and it was jammed sideways underneath the board, making contact with other pins underneath the circuit board. So it wasn't attached to anything apart from a little plastic lug in that little arc there. So I took it off, and let's put the power in and and see if it works. I know we're a bit handheld right now. Go on, in you go. Right, so I've now put the TV on AV1. I'm not going to have a disc in there, so fingers crossed, everyone. Oh. Nothing. This is very strange. I hadn't pushed the power cable in far enough. Ah! No way! It works! Yeah! I'll just grab a controller. We are recording. I'm going to plug in a control pad. I've got the later style ones. Let's see if this works. I've tied the cable, the wire up. I know this video is really higgledy-piggledy, but I'm not like all the other channels. Right. So I have, whoa! Well, that works. Oh, 1st of the 1st, 1994. I wonder if it'll keep the power. It's like 22nd, I believe. Will it go to 2024? It will. Wow, look at that. Oh, how cool. Shall we test a game? I think we should, you know. All I do is hold the pin down. Seeing as it's almost Christmas, this is my Christmas present. This really is. This is amazing. Hopefully, the CD runs. Oh! Is it going to run? Drive empty. Oh no! The CD drive's not running. Oh yeah, yes it is. Just need to get it back into its little groove. Oh wow. Start application. Oh, this is fabulous. Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations. And people are looking for presents for their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Clarice. They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast? In the crowd, they feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year, but it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seats seating, facing the mammoth Twin Seats Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree. However, They realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shining star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
There we go. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's fixed. Done it. Got my Sega Saturn working.
Sega Rally Championship.
Years ago, this came out. Nearly.
3, 2, 1, go! Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
Looks like amazingly terrible on a big TV like this.
Long medium right. Excellent. Wow.
Whoa, I've not played this in years.
Over jump. Easy left.
Holy shit.
Easy left. Easy right. Very long easy right, baby. Finish!
Yay! Finish.